Rhino 6 edition. So some of the things that you really need to know when you're using this software is also keep the shift tool. We're just going to do this real quickly just to show you what it's working with. Obviously it's crooked, but it's just to show you how to use the tool. Let's delete that and I'll show it again. So you just click one point. Meanwhile, I'm holding shift if you want the lines to be straight. You don't have to click shift. You can just click anywhere, create any shape or form you would like. This is a good tool to know, and this is also an amazing tool to know when you want to get those crazy curvatures as far as the shapes. I just clicked randomly. These are for points. The two tools that I listed so far, they have right click tools and they have multiple variants of these tools. I'm not going to get into all of it, but here are some of the ones that are really important to know when creating this house towards the end that I would like to create. There's the cut tool. There's the also trim. So let's use the polyline tool and draw a line through here. You can trim. So the command will be trim, like I mentioned before. And you can cut that in half. Another couple of tools and views that you need to know is the set plane view. So make sure your view is at eye level and set. Definitely click this one with the eye on top of it. These are to control what viewport that you're looking at, but I recommend using the drop down menu where you have your wired frame, shaded, renders, ghost, x-ray, technical, all different types of modes where you want to view your project. This is also to magnify your viewport to get a better view. Let's see. You can restore it back to the small port window. I recommend using all four if needed, and to just switch within some of the viewports to get a better experience within the software. Like I mentioned before, these are the different displays to view your project in. Again, I don't know all of these tools, but I will know all of them once I create all of these tools. Just a side note. But however, another couple of tools that you should know are the mesh tools. So you can like take this mesh tool. This is the 4-corner one for a 3-corner point one. So since I made a rhombus, click, click, click. And as you can see, this is in shaded view. You can see where it made a face for the rhombus. There's different versions of the mesh tool. It's a lot that you can know about these tools. So there are a million to pick from. And here are the tools that you should also focus on today and tonight that I'm working on. So you can extrude it. I don't know if you can see it from over here. I'm going to drag it over here anyway. And you can also adjust your viewports. Let's see if I can move this over any further. I think this is the furthest. There we go. So I'm making my viewports much bigger and these material library views much smaller. depending on what you're trying to do in this software, the basics may run variant to whatever your needs are, but these are the ones that I recommend you knowing for the most part. Let's get down to business. We'll move these over and zoom out. Start fresh over here. So we could do this rectangle about 3 feet, no, 10 feet. Now that's too small. Let's go with 30 feet by 30 feet to make a nice square. Sorry for the squeaky noise. It's my watch. Now we can do a triangle, but the base is going to go over because we're going to do like a playhouse. So this doesn't really need a measurement. However, I'm going off of the midpoint here into the top of this corner just to get that triangle. So we have our little fun playhouse. So we're going to extrude both of these. So select all of it. Extrude. Curve is the command. I'm going to use this viewport to extend. This is what it looks like from the front view. From the right view, obviously it still has the other boxes here. Oh, another tool that you can use is hide. Just, it didn't delete it, it just put it in a hidden layer. So now we can rotate this using the gumball commands. Most of these need to be on, which I recommend having the gumball, smart track, O-snap, planer, and grid snap on. So let's see, we're going to rotate this 90 degrees so it's standing up. Another tool that you could possibly use when using this software, you can use Boolean difference. So we can make another rectangle, and Boolean difference would make a hole because our house looks very, it looks childish. We're architects, so we need a door and some windows. So we're gonna draw these in the front view. We're gonna copy this and we're gonna drag it over. Shouldn't be, it could be asymmetrical or it could be symmetrical, but we're gonna make it asymmetrical / symmetrical. And then we need a door. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool again. Go near. Unfortunately, I am not measuring. So let's do this again. I should make this about 8 feet by 3 feet. Did I do this backwards? I did. Ugh. Bear with me. I'm just going to do a random door. It's a problem when I do it. But, oh no, it is really a problem when I do it. Ugh. So we're just going to put this on the face here. Here is just a little bit behind. So what we're going to do is we're going to extrude the curves. We're going to go through the house. You can see it through this view much clearer. And we're just going to adjust it because I didn't pull it all the way through on both ends. And now we take Boolean difference tool and we select the 3 pieces that we just did, right? Then we select the other pieces that we did, and it gives me the vice versa. See, that's how you do it wrong. But let's do it correctly. So you select, obviously, in order to do it right. For some weird reason, I like to show you guys the wrong thing first and then the right thing. But here we are. So, Boolean difference again. Right? So now you click the house, right? And then you click the 3 things that we did, which is the windows and the door. And voila, you have this beautiful thing with a door and a window. Now, if you want to be all technical and complex, we could do something like a mesh tool to give them windows. So we can put in the mesh tool, the 4 corners. We can give them windows, so we can click on each end. There's one window. And what it's doing is closing the holes in the building, but it allows you to use the materials in the future. These are the layers that you also need to know too, as far as like what you're working with. It's like Illustrator or AutoCAD or any other software that uses layers. Here are the materials. There's also more materials here if you want to look any further. But here we are. We're going to go into the material section. We're going to use glass. And I definitely want some color to my windows. So we're going to use blue. I would like a lighter blue. So you can also adjust it using this scroll pad here. And we're going to take this glass, this blue glass here, and we're going to drag it to this. As you can see, it's very transparent now. So we're going to do this for the other window, to the wall. As you can see, it is frosted. The windows are there. You can also change the color of the window if you think that it's too light, nor if it's too dark. So let's click OK. They don't really become as dark or as potent, but you can notice the difference when I clicked on it. Now we can do the door. Design a door. And also add materials. So that was glass, but now I think the roof should be painted. Let's do paint picture, and we could do the roof color a tan or like a red. There's different versions of tan and pinks, so we can go for like a brownish color. And we drag it to the assigned layer or material or placement. Assign it here. And then for the brick, or the bottom half, I should say, should be a brick color. So we're going to paint that color. Let's do another brown, but a little darker. And ta-da! We have a house with windows. We're going to create the door. I don't know how I'm going to create this door though. Okay, so we're going to go from the midpoint and there's different ways to create the door, so bear with me. And then you just drag it all the way over here, and you can just copy it. Control C, Control V. That copies it in place, so you can drag it over, adjust it to the side. So we have doors, but we're going to extrude it probably 2 inches. So we're going to use the extrusion curve, and here are the doors. So now we're going to paint the doors a pink color, or a color that will go with this per se. So we're going to drag this down, and I'm going to choose a paint material, and then we're going to go to color, and we're going to go here where the select tools will come up. So we can choose from a tan, and most doors are tan. So let's give it tan. Assign 1 tan. And then the other side tan. We're not going into detail as far as making a model of anything crazy, but these are the basics that you should know when creating a house, a structure, creating holes, putting a structure together. I hope this video was very helpful.